There's been a lot of pushback this week that one has seen online, whether it was against the Taliban dress diktat or whether it was, like I said, HumareAbbaJaan that was trending on Twitter. And we have Anna Vetikad, writer and journalist, joining us. Thanks very much, Anna, for being with us. You participated in the HumareAbbaJaan campaign on Twitter. You shared pictures. What made you do so?
I think that I'm a little sick and tired of the effort. Little is an understatement. Tired and angry with the effort to divide us and compare, almost like brainwash us into hating the Muslim community, demonizing the Muslim community in ways both subtle and overt. And, the use of the word Abba-Jaan, I mean, without even saying the word, saying the word Muslim, by insinuating that resources have been given to Muslims in UP that were not available to Hindus in UP is criminal for any politician. And to use something as beautiful as the word Abba-Jaan to demonize the Muslim community is just beyond ridiculous. And I know that there are some people, I was actually surprised and disappointed that there were some members of the Muslim community who described this campaign as tokenism. But I want to clarify that the campaign itself was started by members of the Muslim community, and those who joined in, who were non-Muslims, did so as an act of solidarity with the Muslim community. And the fact that one is joined the HumareAbbaJaan campaign doesn't mean that that's all that one is doing. And honestly, if that's all that one is doing, there is a problem, of course, because there is so much else that needs to be done. We need, for instance, to call out our relatives and friends in social circles who openly express hatred against the Muslim community these days, in a way that they were not doing earlier. We need to do a lot of hard work.
Yes. Well, that's the larger question here, isn't it? Whether it was how quickly the SRK fans could beat that boycott SRK tag, whether it was, Abba-Jaan trending as a pushback to what the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister said. Manisha Priyam, do you believe that, there is a pushback against this narrative of hate?
Yeah, I indeed believe that there is a pushback and there should be. This is hyper-nationalist linguistic assertion that hurts people. It's been going on in elections. Remember, the same gentleman who holds a position, a constitutional position under oath, uses it to gain impunity for himself, calls someone green virus. And the corona times are not lost on us. When, a particular community contracting the virus, and it's, whatever it was, but it was referred to as a certain kind of jihad.
Yes.
The online, this thing was full of images where you had the coronavirus in a particular color.
Yes.
And it is meant to, put indignity. It is meant to assault, hurt on a particular community. And I don't think that's what we stand for as Indians. You can name my religion as a majority religion. I don't think my religion stands for it. I don't think my country stands for it. And I don't think we need to buck under this trend of, just allowing constitutional functionaries to go ahead with linguistic assertion that is meant to inflict hurt on people.
Yes, but what do you make as somebody who, who understands this space as a researcher, as a political analyst? What do you make of, this distinction? Because something that may earn loud praise or a rousing reception from a campaign rally is now seeing pushback online. What do we make of this kind of a distinction?
So, I think early on people were a bit indifferent to this or were taken aback by this kind of expression. But I think now people are rightly so asserting themselves and saying that this is not how you go on. Since there's so much impunity going on, you cannot punish people for saying this, and let alone say anything to the holder of a constitutional position who should be saying these things. And let me tell you, in election after election, we've seen that BJP does not win on these reasons. This doesn't help the BJP at all. So I don't know why this goes on and why it should be allowed to go on. In the Delhi elections, for example, we saw what happened.
That's very interesting. Anna, if I can just come back to you for a brief comment on SRK. I mean, the way the trend changed online, and in a matter of 2 hours, there were 2 trends supporting the actor that just drowned out all the hate against him. What are we to make of this?
Well, of course, firstly, Shah Rukh Khan is a massive star. So I think there's one has to separate that from an effort to to generate hatred against the general mass of Muslims, because there are obviously organized fans and fan clubs who will respond spontaneously when there is hatred against someone like Shah Rukh Khan. But whether it is the HumareAbbaJaan campaign or the pushback against hatred directed at Shah Rukh Khan, what both of these show is that there are a lot of good people in this country, but good people need to realize that it is not okay to just stay silent and sit back and say, well, at least I'm not participating in the hatred. No, you have to go and sit at Shaheen Bagh. You have to speak on every available platform. You have to silence the hate mongers within your families and in the social circles you attend.
That trend to silence hate online is something that we've seen, and we've seen it happen not just when it came to the AbbaJaan hashtag or when it came to the hate against Shah Rukh Khan. We also saw it, when Don't Touch My Clothes trend in terms of Afghan women literally rebelling against the Taliban, telling them what to wear. So that pushback is happening. And it has indeed, been a very refreshing trend to see as far as the social network is concerned. Thank you both very much for joining us.